Hiya, it's Agnes here at AVK, and I want to thank you so much for joining me for this week 5 introductory video. This week's theme is something that is foundational to how we approach this life of ours. It shapes our worldview, our values, how we interact with failures and challenges, and that is our mindset. Now, as it relates to goals, our mindset can generally falls into 2 camps. One is a fixed mindset where people believe that their abilities and their talents and intelligence are fixed. No amount of effort is going to change anything. Those who have a fixed mindset tend to shy away from challenges. They'll blame others when things don't go quite right. And they have a fear of failure, which will prevent them from even trying new things in the beginning. Instead, a growth mindset is so much more beneficial to when we think about taking on new goals and also maintaining the momentum as we are working towards our goals. So with a growth mindset, you believe that effort can have an impact on changing your abilities and your talents and the realization of your goals. So how do we end up fostering a growth mindset? Well, it comes down to a few little things that just ever so slightly shifts the way that we approach this world of ours. One is to embrace imperfections. I like to go out into nature and look at the different ways in which things grow, and that gives me an understanding that this notion of perfection and imperfection is something that we create ourselves. It is also important that we pay attention to the language that we use, not only in how we describe other things, but how we speak to ourselves. If you're using negative language to speak about yourself, it's going to have a detrimental impact on your willingness to continue to work towards your goals. Now, it's also important that you realize that a failure is opening up other opportunities. I think it's important that we acknowledge failures for being failures, but not dwell upon them and see them as just another door opening. Take the time to embrace it and then learn from it and move forward. It's also important that you end up cultivating a sense of self-acceptance. Meditating can really help with this. And now meditation is something, it takes time, as with all things, to really realize the benefits of it. And that is deeply important when we think about setting realistic goals. Time is a factor. Don't think that you're going to be able to start something completely new and have it succeed in a month. That's completely unrealistic. Realize that time plays a key role in things. And in that, it is important that you incorporate not yet into your vocabulary as you're thinking about your goals. So not yet is so foundational because it gives you that sense of self-acceptance. It allows you to embrace the process and not focus on the outcome. You end up congratulating yourself for just showing up, because showing up is one of the most important things that we can do when we're working towards our goals. All of these things taken together help foster that growth mindset, and that growth mindset will help us achieve our goals. So I want to thank you so much again for joining me for this little discussion on mindset and how it has an impact on our goals. And if you are feeling motivated, I encourage you to go right ahead and work with me for 15, 25, 45 minutes in one of my other Work With Me videos. Again, thank you so very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.